Hi, today's topic is wisdom in the fringes, and that is wisdom is in the fringes. What that means for me is fringes in terms of behaviors that are more nuanced and not necessarily universally recognized and more contextual in nature. As you grow over time and you're a reflective person, you may, over a series of experiences, notice and assess how well you did, how the outcome of your behavior achieved a certain result, and reflect upon those events and maybe fine-tune, adjust them for more optimal performance or better results. That to me is what I call the fringes, and they're a differentiator over the average. And these are distinguished, they're different than what you'd call normal baseline professional behaviors, things that are absolutely necessary for success. Things like being proactive, do what you say what you do, having integrity, being assertive, leveraging partnerships. There's nothing about those that are nuanced, and there's nothing about those that are contextual. They're really baseline, they're mandatory, and they are something you consider typical of a successful manager or a successful leader. Wisdom, on the other hand, is slightly different. It involves constant reassessment, constant reflection, and builds as a pool over time. And that's why it's a differentiator. Let me choose an example for you. Let's say that you're at a meeting and a subordinate of yours happens to say something mildly inappropriate. You have a choice to make. You could ignore that event, that incident. You could save it in your memory bank and deal with that person later as a coaching session, in a coaching session. You could try to, during that meeting, deflect, change the subject, maybe use humor, save face with the employee and hope people don't notice. Or you could berate that employee for being inappropriate. One of those is something that you'll deem as more effective than the others, and you may try it more than once over different events and reflect upon them and say, you know, what I did worked great. I'll just keep doing that. Or maybe I'll try something slightly different because I'm not sure I achieved the optimal outcome. That to me, as a reflective individual, someone who's a lifelong seeker, is what I see as being the pool of knowledge in oneself that manifests itself as wisdom. I have a friend, Melanie, here, who's a brilliant mind, who likened this, used an analogy of BI and predictive analytics. She says, you know, in BI, you get better predictions, better outcomes by having better data and by having more data. And that's a brilliant analogy. In terms of wisdom, the more experiences you have that you collect in your memory bank and you reflect upon those experiences and your reactions and the ensuing outcome, the better you are at gauging how to behave in the future. And that's wisdom. Certainly it's something that you can choose to be of value to you or not. And also people will reflect upon you, will look at you that way. And that will ease you, that will forward your effectiveness. I have a sort of an interesting formula that I built that models this and posted online at my blog at michaelduisha.com. The title is Success in the Fringes. Thank you.